We're going to talk about how it's so easy for some people to take the life of another person, which is pretty much based upon what type of killer they actually are. So the first group we're going to start with are serial killers, also known as fantasy killers, all because they base everything off of fantasy they are trying to live out. And with it being fantasy based, they don't view the victims as a person, they view it more as an object or just something to play with. Now with serial killers, some of them do it just because of trauma in their lifetime, where others have just done it just because they want to know what it's like to take a life. And next up on the list are what we call thrill killers, all because of the fact that they enjoy the hunt as well as the killing as well too. An example of that would be Richard Hansen, who was known to be a serial killer up in Alaska, who would kidnap his victims, drop them off in the middle of the woods, and actually hunt them down. Another example would be Brian Draper and Tori Adamkick, who were known as the Scream Killers, who unalived their best friend Casey, all because they wanted to know what it felt like to take a life of another person. And then you have your mass murderers who try to unalive a large number of people in a certain area, all based on political views, religious views, either they got fired from work or the fact they didn't like their classmate. An example of that would be Dylan Roof, who unalived 8 African Americans in a church in South Carolina, all because of the fact that he didn't like the fact that they were black. And then you have the worst of the worst, which are the people that commit filicide as well as spousal abuse. And if you don't know what filicide is, it's the unaliving a child between the ages of 1 and 18. And majority of the time this happens because either A, the person didn't want the responsibility of having a child, or B, natural selection, where he feels that the child that he is offering is not his own. An example of filicide would be Chad Dorman, who's an Ohio man who unalived his own 3 sons out of no reason at all. Majority of the time it could be from mental illness. So that's how it can be easy for some people, just because of the fact some been playing for either days, months, years, and some just don't give a fuck anymore.